Hello there, dear YouTubers. My name is King1993, and today is another day of me trying to explain another character within this game. And today's character that I will be talking about is this one, not this one, because this is a sniper character and I do not have a very good idea how to use them properly, except maybe this one. Anyway, so I'll be talking about this character here. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, Galatea is basically a newest addition to the game who has been added right after a few weeks later after the game launched. Okay, so the thing is, how does this character do? In my opinion, if I were to not use the ultimate skill, I'm still very fine in using this character, because this character is basically made in such a way that even if you were to not use her ultimate skill, you're still gonna be able to do a lot more surprise attack on the enemy with her active skill, her passive skill, and this awaken skill as well. Okay, so based on those only, you will be able to destroy the enemy a lot more easily, even without the use of the ultimate skill, which is a very important thing, because ultimate skill takes a lot of time to gather energy, whereas for the what should I call it, active skill, it doesn't take that much time. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the weapon. So when it comes to the weapon, let's give her everything that needed to be given her, and let's see what happens. So these are the four things. Recoil handling is definitely, because you'll be shooting uh, without the ADS, more with the ADS. Okay, and obviously more magazine capacity, and base fire is going to be high, because if I were to use rate of fire, the rate of fire will increase, but the overall, if the damage is higher, it is a lot more better. Okay, and for this, if you are not very good at shooting at the head, then definitely go with the string wide damage, which is going to be 100% better. Okay, so after all of this is done, let's see what happens in within this 10-meter distance. So within this 10-meter distance, the overall 30 bullets have given me 810 damage. So how would I rate this? I would definitely rate this character just from this perspective, that is obviously higher than this rank. Okay, because these two, their weapon overall damage output is so low that you must need to be extremely precise at shooting at the enemy's precise location, otherwise you'll not be able to do massive quantity of damage to the enemy, which is why from that point of perspective, A ranking is obviously a starting point for this character. But the reason why I have to put this character here is because compared to these three, where their either active skill is very problematic, or their firing is extremely bad, such as this one, you need to be extremely precise when you use this character, then only then you would put this character in a lower ranking, right? But that is not the case. The thing is, even if you were to not use her ultimate, she is still better than this one, because unlike this one, where you must need to use this character's ultimate, otherwise the overall main effect of the Reichi's active skill is not that much good. And in order for this Reichi's active skill to be good, obviously the thing is, you definitely not being able to do a lot if you are unable to see the enemy on the other side. Now you can see the enemy on the other side by activating his awaken 3, but it is not going to be that much useful, because this is a team match, and majority of the time your teammates are not going to be hearing what you have to say. So if you are going by solo, then obviously in this place here, but if you are going with a team match, then in this place. So I think I need to put this character here instead. I think I made a basically a bad judgment, but this should still remains here. Okay. Anyway, so let's talk about the other reasons why I would definitely select Galatea as a S rank. Now, as you probably saw, the overall damage is higher. Okay, so everything is good. Now, after all of this is done, let's talk about these characters' active skill. So, what does this active skill do? Galatea throws a card. at any place. Okay, upon impact with the ground or wall, it creates a decoy. Press on the decoy using the F button, that is to interact and teleport there instantly. Okay, and basically speaking, wherever I basically put it here, I can even put it there. Okay, what the, oh sorry, and I can basically come up to this place here. So that is the benefit of this character, that I can go to any places. Okay, like this is almost out of the zone area, and I was still able to get here. Normally I cannot do with any other characters. Okay, so this is the cool benefit of this character, that you can go out of the map. Okay, like let's see, if I were to select and show you this map area, you can definitely see that I am out of the map. Okay, and not only that, you can also select almost almost any range, and the card will definitely go into that place. So where is it? It is exactly here. So if I were to press it here, and I'm instantly in this place. So the instant teleportation of this character is extremely good. But that is not the only thing. That is not the only thing. The other thing is, what about the passive? Let's talk about the passive. So Galatea leaves behind a decoy whenever she unsticks from the wall. This passive only goes on cooldown if the decoy takes damage. Her decoy briefly detect enemies nearby, not uh, hidden behind obstacles, revealing them to her team. Enemies attacking the decoys are temporarily exposed. So basically speaking, let's say for some reason, okay, no running here, only teleportation. So let's say for some example, there are some enemy in that place. Okay, and the question remains is, okay, how do I know if the enemies are there or not, because I cannot see them? So let's suppose the enemies are there, but I do not know. So what I'll be doing, I'll be putting my card over there. Okay, and after I have put the card over there, I can immediately temporarily see where the enemies are. But if the enemy were to shoot at my decoy, I will again see where the enemies are. So this is multiple benefit. Okay, and for some reason, if the enemies are basically not there, okay, so suppose no enemies are there, no enemies are detected, then I will immediately transfer to this location. Okay, so that's basically how this character functions. So if I were to say, okay, again, no running or no walking, only teleportation. Okay, so if I were to teleport behind an enemy, so the overall question is, okay, what should I do? After I have sent my card over there and detect some enemies, I will immediately shoot at this place. Okay, so that's basically how these characters functions. Okay, now I can basically increase the duration or lower the cooldown. Now cooldown will be lowered by 10 seconds in the demolition match and escort mission. So suppose this is cooldown by uh, 10 seconds. So let's see what happens if I were to use it. Okay, so it was 20 seconds, now it is about 15 seconds, right? In demolition match and escort mission, what will happen is you will be able to use it after every 10 seconds. So that is the main benefit. Okay, if you were to lower this by 10 seconds, then you will be able to use this as much as you can after every 10 seconds. Your enemies are gonna be totally be in a crazy situation where they will expect a ghost player within the game, like a player so good that it is basically considered as a ghost. This much good this character is. Okay, now here's the thing, if you want the decoy to stay active for a longer period of time, you can basically increase the duration, or if the decoy is destroyed and you want to use the decoy again and again, then you'd rather have cooldown. So this one totally depends on you. In my case, I would have more cooldown than duration. Okay, and these are basically what I'm gonna select by default, because it is better than this one, because it has auto armor regeneration. But at the end of the day, now let's talk about the awaken skill. So the awaken skill of this character, there are three of them. You need to activate at least two, obviously. one is always going to be activated, but 2 and 3 you need to decide which one. Now what does this one do? Galatea can now teleport to decoy created by her passive skill. Galatea can now teleport to decoys created by her passive skill. Okay, what does that mean? Oh, so okay, so I can see now. Okay, so basically speaking, normally I wouldn't be able to do this. Okay, I wouldn't be able to teleport where the decoy was, but now I should be able to do so. Okay, how can I do so? If I were to select this, so if I were to remove this, then what will happen? Let's check. Can I teleport there? No, I cannot teleport there. So if you were to teleport a certain place, obviously you must need to activate this, which you will be able to activate using the energy points, and there you should be able to do it. Okay, now let's see. Now I can teleport there if I want to, that is. Okay, otherwise it is not needed. Now after this is done, the question remains is, okay, what about these two? Which one should I select? When Galatea teleports, she becomes invisible and unarmed for 3 seconds, gaining increased movement speed while in stealth. And Galatea can teleport to a decoy to switch place, leaving a decoy at her original location. This totally depends on you guys. Okay, what do I mean? Because the thing is, I would rather have teleportation and invisibility for 3 seconds rather than just appearing and disappearing. Why is that? Because the thing is, uh, it will basically give me more self benefit, such as I'll be able to have more, what should I call it? I should be able to have more confidence that yes, now I can hide behind enemy's line very easily. So after teleporting, I can immediately become invisible for 3 seconds. For 3 seconds, I can basically think of other ways that I can basically destroy the enemy. So that's basically how it goes. Okay, and I can even stay invisible while I'm not on the wall. So the benefit of this character is extremely high. Okay, basically you are able to destroy the enemy very efficiently. Okay, now what about the ultimate skill? Let's talk about the ultimate. The reason why I don't like the ultimate is because it doesn't select any, it doesn't show me any path. It just show me that only 3 card available. So up to 3 location it is available, and I should be able to see the enemy uh, how many up to a certain time. Let's see, let me try again. Okay, okay, here it is. So when I basically spread them, not only am I spreading them, I should also be able to see what the enemies are. So from that point of perspective, I would still say that the ultimate is good but not the best. Okay, so from that point of perspective, you can definitely get an idea of why I need to put this character in this ranking here. And I apologize for putting this character here. I wasn't thinking properly because I constantly lost many matches using this character, and eventually I came to realize that maybe I'm not a very good sniper. So from that point of perspective, I need to put it here, because if I were to use this Reichi's character, Awaken 3, and able to shoot the enemy just by using the dagger, it would be good. But I still need to put it here because the overall cooldown of these characters ultimate, sorry, not ultimate, I what I meant to say is the active skill is still higher. And for this reason I still need to put it here, because if I were to put it here and many people try to use him and eventually sees that yeah, it's more difficult, then what is the point of this tier list? It doesn't make any sense. This tier list is not a representation which character is the bad. No, this tier list is a representation of which character is the most easiest to use. So from that point of perspective, I would still put Reichi at this place here. Okay, anyway, so after all of this is done, so the overall question remains is, okay, which type of grenade is gonna be the best one for this character? Obviously I would still suggest that frag grenade is gonna be the best one, and the windstorm grenade, in order to throw the enemies in this area here, like blast them away in the escort mission, and this windstorm grenade to make the enemy fly. And while the enemy is flying, you can definitely shoot at the enemy. Okay. Now, whether your accuracy is gonna be extremely good or not, it depends at which angle you are gonna be shooting the enemy. So it is gonna be totally up to you and your situation. Okay. So windstorm grenade and frag grenade are still gonna be the very best one. And the last but not least is gonna be the smoke grenade. Okay. Why is that? Okay, so basically smoke grenade, the main purpose of smoke grenade is to hide yourself within that area there, so that your enemies will not be able to see where you actually are. And once you are there, you can select your weapon after you basically become visible again. So for the 3 second of invisibility, your enemy will not be able to know where you are, and that is a very good thing. So from that point of perspective, using the smoke grenade for this character is actually a very good idea. Okay, so that is basically for the grenade. Now the first and last question was, okay, what is the accuracy? Now when it comes to the accuracy, I'll not be testing it there, I'll be testing it from this place here. Okay, so when it comes to accuracy, you can definitely see that the accuracy of this character is average. Okay, let me try it again. So 30 bullets. Yeah, when I say average, average as in it's good enough to do a massive quantity of damage, but it doesn't mean that you will be able to destroy the enemy at the long range multiple times. Okay, you can definitely go for this method. Okay, but even if you were to go for the non-ADS method, there is no guarantee that you are going to be able to destroy the enemy multiple times. So from weapon perspective, I would say that you would rather want to play this character in a mid-range and short range, in a mid-range and short range, and not in the long range. So if the enemy for some reason is, what should I call it, if the head size and the iron sight is basically the same, it means that they are within a very good range. But if the iron sight is basically covering the whole body, then it basically an indication that you shouldn't try to shoot there. And even if you were try to shoot there, you must need to be very precise, otherwise it is not going to work. Okay, because the iron sight is an indication that a body is within a perfect range to shoot them 100% properly. It should be said about every character, but I forgot about other characters. Okay, now with all of this is done, you can now probably guess why this character I have put her in a S rank, because her active skill, passive skill, and even ultimate, all of them works well. Maybe not the ultimate, but the passive and the active skill works in such a beautiful way that I have no other choice but to put Galatea in S ranking. Because if you are capable of using this character very efficiently, you should be able to change the entire battlefield. Okay, and being able to change the entire battlefield using a character that can basically transport to almost any location is more than enough for any new players to say, yes, this character is a unique character because this character is capable of changing the entire battlefield, because she can instantly go to any places she wants, and you can basically use her ability every 10 seconds later. So is there any problem with this character? From my perspective, no. This character has the highest amount of benefit from that regards, like a game changer. Why is this character a game changer? Let me explain. So this character does unlimited healing just by being near your allies. Okay, this character has the most broad shooting capability. As a result, your enemies are gonna be hiding majority of the time, thinking, okay, they're gonna shoot all of my armor or HP away. But even though it is not gonna be happening, this character here is able to change the battlefield just by blocking the views of the enemies continuously. This character here is capable of continuously see where the enemies are. Okay, this character can stay invisible and can also at the same time transfer to almost any location she want. Okay, And this character, I do not know why they did this. This is OP, like overpower. Weapon overall damage output is extremely high, and what should I call it? Can teleport to almost any location, or can see the enemy just by deploying his what should I call it? Weapon, weapon active skill, and many other stuff. So as a result, like this is a hybrid compared to this one. Okay, this one can basically teleport like this one, and this one can also find enemy's location like this one here up to a certain point. And it stays active, unlike this character here whose dagger only stays active for 3 amounts of times and then it goes away. This guy's material stays active for a longer period of time. Okay, so from that point of perspective, I would say Galatea is an S rank character with all of my proof, and you guys will be able to see, yes, my proof is 100% correct. Okay, so if you like this video regarding Galatea and how to use her and why I have put this character in S rank, then please give a like and subscribe and click the bell notification icons to get more of this type of topic on a regular basis. Thank you and see you again next time.